is up, all my beautiful warriors? We are back with another Vlogoween video, and so today, I'll just show you my shirt first. Today I'm wearing my custom Monster High shirt. It says Dare to Dream, and it has all the skeletts of all the singers. So there's Ari Hauntington, Casta Fierce, and Caddy Noir. I love this shirt. I love this shirt because, well, I've always had a dream to sing, so that's why I wanted to create this shirt, because I love all these characters. When I was watching Monster High, they kind of inspired me, so yeah. Anyways, today we're not talking about Monster High. Today we're diving in and talking about vampires, specifically vampires from Twilight and Vampire Diaries. Oh, also, before we get into it, I want to point out I have these nails on. There's flames, there's swirls, and this goddess looking lady, and these are from Color Street. Color Street is a nail sticker transfer line, and I absolutely love them. I prefer doing things like this more than painting my nails and putting on fake nails, because fake nails can really damage your real nails, and that's not good. So anyways, but yeah, I really like the brand Color Street. They're literally only $10 for a pack of nails, and it's so cheap. Today we're talking about vampires, specifically the differences between the vampires from Twilight and the vampires from Vampire Diaries. So I know the vampires from Twilight get a bad rep, and I do really like the vampires in Vampire Diaries. Vampire Diaries is my absolute favorite show of all time. Nobody can change that. But, however, I wanted to differentiate between the two types of vampires because Twilight gets a bad rep, and I don't know why, because if you really look deep into the vampire history and vampires between the Twilight vampires and the vampires throughout history, along with the vampires from Vampire Diaries, really, Twilight vampires are the most powerful vampires of the whole bit. Now, to back this up, I do have evidence. So, if you look at vampires from Twilight, so first we're going to start with the differences of how the vampires react to sunlight. So, the vampires from Twilight can go out in the sun. However, they do sparkle. So, because of that, they can't show themselves to humans because they'll know that they're different.
It's like diamonds. They're beautiful. Beautiful. This is
The skin of a killer bone.
And the vampires from Vampire Diaries, they need a daylight ring in order to go out into the sunlight, or else they'll fry and shrivel up and die.
And if you wait for someone else's hand, you'll fall.
So, really, if you see that, the two differences, really, Twilight vampires are more powerful because they can survive in the sunlight without a special powerful ring. Now, another thing about the vampires from Twilight versus Vampire Diaries is the different special abilities that they hold. So every single vampire has super speed and super strength. However, the vampires from Twilight, they have all different kinds of abilities. So Alice can obviously see into the future.
What is it, Alice?
The Volturi. They're coming for us.
And so, for example, Alice can see into the future, and Edward, he has extra super speed.
You're alone, because you're faster than the others. But not stronger. I'm strong enough to kill you.
Whereas vampires from Vampire Diaries, they all have the same ability to control a human's mind.
Look, Dungeon Boy, I'm done being your little slave girl. You seriously hurt me, and I will be damned if you think... Oh my god, where have you been? It's really good to see you.
Much better.
Or if you're original, then you can control other vampires' minds. But that's just because they're more powerful than the regular Joe vampires. So, more good evidence to prove that Twilight vampires are more powerful than the vampires from Vampire Diaries. Now, the very last one I want to talk about. After I realized this, I was completely taken aback by how people see the vampires from Twilight, because this is the top evidence that they're the most powerful vampires ever created in the vampire industry, basically. So most vampires throughout history, they are to be said to get killed by a stake through the heart. Now, the vampires from Vampire Diaries, they can get killed by a stake through the heart also.
What are you doing?
Feel that? It's a sternum. Solid plate of bone. Right here, just below the rib cage. Next to the spine. That's your way to a vampire's heart. I'll do whatever it is you need me to do, Elena. No one's gonna hurt you. Especially not my brother.
But they can also get killed by sunlight, being burnt, and drinking a bunch of vervain until they die.
Elena!
Stefan?
Elena!
Stefan, what's happening? What's going on in there?
Vervain!
Elena, what's going on down there?
Being starved to death. There's literally so many ways you can kill a vampire from Vampire Diaries. However, if we go back to Twilight vampires can only be killed one way. And Edward states they have to be savagely ripped apart and burned to pieces.
I got him! Start the fire! Get the floorboard! Alice! Alice, go!
Yeah. That's some pretty sick, messed up things that Stephanie Meyer comes up with. But it makes it so much better because they were like literally the best vampires ever created. So, yeah, I really liked. Like I said, I like both vampires. I do like the vampires from Vampire Diaries more, but this just proves that vampires from Twilight are more powerful than any vampire out there. It would be so funny to see vampires from Vampire Diaries and Twilight just like going at each other. And just, there needs to be a crossover because that would be very interesting. So yeah, this is my little rant basically. So I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time with our very last Vlogoween, very special Vlogoween video. And I'll see you guys then. Love you so much.